The elegant tower of Storkyrkan Cathedral rises majestically above Gamla Stan, the old historic district of Sweden's capital city of Stockholm. Storkyrkan, which means the Great Church, is the oldest church in the Swedish metropolis. Originally, this 700-year-old building was an inconspicuous village church prior to those times when it was gradually enlarged and embellished. The origins of Storkyrkan date back to the middle of the 13th century, although today there are few remains that can be traced back to that time. The history of Stockholm's cathedral, that combines both Gothic as well as Baroque design, is closely associated with the Swedish royal family. With the exception of King Gustav the Fifth, each of Sweden's kings has been crowned here, due to the ideal setting offered by this glorious building. A wooden sculpture that dates back to the 15th century is the art historical focal point of the cathedral. It is regarded as being one of the most beautiful late Gothic works of art in Scandinavia. The famous St. George group that is situated in the northern side aisle and was created by German artist Bernd Notke of Lübeck was donated by Swedish King Sten Sture. According to legend, it is said that in 1471, Sten Sture the Elder made a solemn promise during the Battle of Brunkeberg against Denmark. In this context, the famous sculpture of St. George and the Dragon has become a symbol of the liberation of the Swedish nation. In addition, numerous sections of the interior shine out in the splendor of numerous art treasures created in both gold and silver. Each highlights the significance of this sacred building. In addition to Storkyrkan's fine Baroque exterior, the interior of this magnificent church contains several features of Gothic design. Designed by Nicodemus Tessin, the lectern is regarded as being one of the cathedral's finest treasures and dates back to Sweden's Baroque period. The over 3.5 meter high bronze flambeau, as well as the altar behind it, most likely originated in the north of Germany from Hamburg. Throughout its development, the origins of the cathedral's architecture frequently became apparent, such as this red brickwork. Storkyrkan was not only important to Sweden for its historic architecture and remarkable works of art, it was also of much religious significance. It was from here that Swedish reformer Olaus Petri began to spread the Lutheran message across Sweden during the first half of the 16th century. The oldest section of this unique cathedral impressively reflects the architectural and religious art of the late Middle Ages. The artistic styles of several historic epochs and the work of various local and foreign artists combined to form a magnificent and richly decorated whole. Along with the lectern in this section of the church, the main organ, built in the 18th century, is also an impressive sight. As with the cathedral, over the years, this splendid organ has been frequently restored and modernized. Thus, the quality of its sound can still be experienced to the present day. This wonderful church has not only been the setting for the coronation of numerous Swedish kings. Its organ has also accompanied various royal marriage services. The Swedish monarchs couldn't have thought of a more atmospheric or traditional location than Storkyrkan as a venue for their royal weddings, set within the very heart of historic Stockholm. The Swedish royal family still enjoys some privileges here, and the cathedral's northern portal is exclusively reserved for them. The political influence and enormous financial power that Sweden once had in Europe is still evident in the artistic decor of the cathedral. Sweden's former rulers not only immortalized themselves in various sculptures, but also by generous donations and endowments. The cathedral also contains the oldest remaining historical portrayal of Stockholm, a strange phenomenon of light that once occurred in this city was the subject of this painting that dates back to 1535. Storkyrkan, Stockholm's great church, is a religious building of much import with regard to the development of the clerical world as well as to the history of Sweden.